I stood at the porch, snow collecting on my coat sleeves, the faint glow of Christmas lights flickering against frosted windows. My mother's voice cut through the cold like a blade. "Sorry," she said, eyes darting to the side. "I think you have the wrong house." Then the door closed. I stood there, staring at the wood grain. The same door I helped paint last summer. The same brass handle I'd polished for her. I waited, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. When I finally walked away, my phone buzzed. My brother. "Don't be upset," he began, voice half whisper, half lie. "But you know we couldn't let you in." There was a silence, a long one. "Understood," I said. He forgot to hang up, and in that mistake, everything unraveled. "He still thinks helping with rent means he's automatically included," my brother muttered, his voice now casual, cold, distant. I froze mid-step, snow melting against my palms. My breath caught between rage and clarity. I'd been paying their rent, their bills, covering the mortgage until things stabilized. Mom had cried when she asked for help, said she'd lost her job. I believed her. I always believed her. But tonight, standing in the dark with frost biting my throat, I saw the truth. I was never family to them. I was a convenience, a wallet with a pulse. So I went home, not to the place I grew up, but to the apartment I'd been paying for them to live in, and I started my quiet work. It began 6 months ago. Mom called, crying, said the landlord was raising rent, that my brother's job wasn't stable. I'd just gotten a promotion, and helping them felt right. It felt good. Family, I thought, was what you fought for. I didn't notice then how quickly thank you became, "You can send it today, right?" How my name slowly slipped out of conversations unless they needed something. I was never invited to dinners, birthdays, small things. The excuses were always, "Too crowded, last minute, you wouldn't like it anyway." I told myself it didn't matter, that family dynamics were complicated. But tonight proved what I didn't want to see. I was financing my own exclusion. The plan came together before dawn. It wasn't revenge at first. It was reclamation. I opened my banking app, canceled the automatic transfers, locked the cards they had access to. One by one, I watched the links vanish, like cutting strings from a puppet. At 2:14 a.m., I shut down the shared account for rent. By 3, the utility payments were rerouted. By sunrise, their financial lifeline was gone. Then I waited. By morning, 61 missed calls. Mom, then my brother, then Mom again. I didn't answer. At noon, I got a message. "Please, don't do this. We thought you understood." I smiled. I did understand. Perfectly. That evening, I drove by the house again. The lights were still on, but the mood was different. The blinds were half open, and I could see silhouettes, panicked, pacing, arguing. I parked across the street, watched. The landlord's truck arrived first. He stepped out, folder in hand. My brother opened the door. Their conversation was heated, desperate. Papers were waved. My mother started crying. I turned up the car heater, watching the steam fog the windshield. They'd get 30 days, maybe less. I didn't celebrate. There was no need. Revenge isn't loud. It's silent. Like the moment you stop knocking on a door that was never meant to open for you. 2 days later, my brother called again. Voicemail this time. "You really think you're better than us?" he said, voice cracking. "After everything we did for you?" I replayed that line twice. "After everything we did for you." I couldn't help but laugh. Because what did they do, really? Raise me on guilt? Teach me that love was conditional, measured by how much I gave before they shut me out? No. This wasn't revenge anymore. This was balance being restored. I donated the remaining money in the shared account to charity, one that helped families actually in need, families that didn't shut their sons out in the cold. A week later, I got a text from an unknown number. We lost the house. No greeting, no apology, just loss. I didn't reply. I deleted the message, turned off my phone, and stepped outside. The air was cold but clean. Christmas lights still glowed in distant windows, soft and warm. Families laughed somewhere down the street. I didn't envy them, not anymore. Some people think revenge is fire, but they're wrong. Fire burns fast. It consumes. What I felt was different. It was ice, clear, calm, permanent. I'd simply stopped feeding the illusion that I was part of their world. And when the house they built on my generosity collapsed, I didn't have to lift a finger. They locked me out. So I turned off the heat. By morning, there was nothing left for them to come home to. And for the first time in years, I wasn't the one outside.